Hello, my Scorpios. Welcome to Balance You Tarot. My name is Sky. I am going to be doing your reading for December the 7th through the 12th, the week of December the 7th through the 12th. Okay, if this is your first time on my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. If you're interested in receiving a private reading from me, you can do so by looking down in the description box below. Sorry, I'm trying to talk today. I'm tongue-tied. All right, so let's get started on your reading. I don't want to have a long, drawn-out intro to your reading. So after meditating on your on the overall energy this week, Scorpios, it looks like your finances. This is going to be your finances are actually going to be very abundant this week. You know, so for some of you guys who've been waiting for some sort of money to come in or an answer on some finances or a job, I did feel that energy it will be coming together this week. Okay. So the overall energy for this reading is the Nine of Cups, which represents wealth coming from, represents contentment. It represents fulfillment. It also represents wealth coming from emotional healing. So this represents you being in a very positive vibration right now in your emotions. Then we have the Justice card. And the energy that the Justice card brings to the table is fairness and truth. Okay, so the law of cause and effect. Okay, so the law of cause and effect that are at play right now in your reading. Oh, wow. So the first card in your reading is the Lover's card. And the Lover's card is about, a relationship. And this could also represent a decision about making a decision when it comes to an existing relationship. So you guys are in a relationship right now, and this relationship is going to be the focal point of this reading. So the first card that we have is the Hangman. Now the Hangman represents the Hangman energy is more of a, kind of like a surrender, like surrendering to the process, like a sacrifice. Okay. A compromise. So let's try to see how this situation plays out. So we have the compromise, and then we have the Fool, which is taking a spiritual approach. I see you guys becoming more in alignment to your spiritual self. You becoming more aware consciously. And then I see the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles represents your hard work paying off. You've been actually working, and you're taking a time to reflect on the results. Kind of like, for example, like when a farmer plants, seeds for his crop, starts planting his crops, and he goes out to the field, in a couple of weeks and starts seeing, his crop is growing. He's sitting back like, yes, this is happening. This is a possibility. So in a sense, I see this as you taking the time to reflect on your finances and starting to see that you're becoming more financially stable. You're starting to see that your savings, is starting to show the results. Okay. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles represents, so it represents a temporary hardship, or, something, a temporary conflict when it comes to your finances. So this would represent, like, possibly if for some of you, and this may be a small portion of you, in your work life, it looks like you started working with a company maybe about a few weeks ago, about a month ago, and you're starting to realize that the work is a little bit too straining. It's really straining on your body. So it looks like this week is going to be, you're going to realize that this isn't this role that you took is not really a good fit for you, and you're in your thoughts right now, kind of, you know, um, looking at the situation like maybe I should just quit. Well, you know, you do have a warning here from Spirit, and Spirit saying you're overlooking your treasures. You feel like you're on the outside looking into the situation and you rather give up. Spirit's saying don't give up. Just try to work with your company to find the role that best fits you. That way you don't have to take a hit in your finances, whoever that's for. So then we have the Six of Swords energy here. And the Six of Swords energy is represents a necessary change in the way that you're thinking. And this is a change that needs to happen this week so you can gain a better perception on your your current situation, okay? And this might be really pertaining to your relationship, and this is, you possibly might be releasing a lot of the baggage from that relationship, a lot of the things that you may have been holding on to. If at one point in time you were, arguing and bickering about, past, things that happened in the past throughout this relationship that affected you, I do see you actually releasing a lot of this energy, and a lot of this energy dissolving in your relationship this week. Yeah. So then we have the Ten of Wands here. And the Ten of Wands represents being overcommitting ourselves. You're overcommitting yourself. It's you're taking upon an extra burden, and this is a sign that there's an end to this. This taking on the responsibility of, focusing, putting a lot of your energy into this relationship, and making sure that this relationship is, works out for you and is comfortable for you and them. It's been something that has been taking a lot of your energy, and you're starting to realize you're taking upon more than what you can handle. So I do see an ending to this burden, and again, I see the ending here with the Six of Swords energy. So with the Six of Swords, I do see you releasing this type of energy away. And remember, the Ten of Wands and the Suit of Wands represents fire, and fire represents spirit and action. Then you have the Hermit card, okay? And the Hermit card really speaks of going within and taking more, going within to seek the answers, drawing your focus on your spirit, drawing your focus inwardly when you're, as you're trying to figure out how you're going to release some of this extra baggage and this negative energy. So you're taking a spiritual approach to the situation. So I see that the Hermit card here, this energy that comes in from the Hermit card, is actually going to transmute a lot of the negative energy that has been dwelling in your relationship. I do see you actually releasing that. With the Three of Cups here, I do see you strengthening that bond. So you're actually investing more time into that relationship, and you're building that bond on a very happy and content, and you're celebrating the relationship. You're really enjoying it. So I see that this is going to be a very comfortable transition right now that's taking place this week. And then I see the death card. And the death card pretty much represents the end of a relationship. So some of you may be ending this relationship. This is your solution to releasing a lot of the baggage, being overwhelmed when it comes um, to the cheating, the infidelity. I do see you actually ending this relationship, and this could be for a small portion of you. And then what it looks like, if I take the pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, and I put them in this situation, what it looks like, because this is a relationship reading, what it looks like is, it looks like you're actually sitting back and going over the thoughts of all of the things that have transpired in this relationship, and you've come to the conclusion that you feel like you're on the outside looking in. Like, this person is, like, you're together in this relationship, but you don't feel like you're in this relationship. You feel like this person has this, is taken upon the fool's energy, or the energy of the fool card, which is, just this careless, this careless vibration, coming and going as he or she pleases, and not really necessarily connected to the relationship, or even, in a sense, in the way that's comfortable for you. So what it looks like is that you're thinking about the losses. You're thinking about, how, breaking up, what your options are, how, if you do decide to end this relationship, how are you going to be able to make it financially? You are relying on the resources from this person, so how are you going to make it without this person? But I don't see that being an issue here. I do see that the most important thing in your mind right now is to figure out how you can lighten the load of this burden, because it's starting to become too much. You're having to deal with a lot of aggression. You're having to defend your position. Just like I said, you're having to deal with a lot of aggression, a lot of petty disagreements, a lot of petty arguments, and you're realizing this is not healthy. I cannot move in. I can't go anymore. I am bent. I am spent. Like, you're becoming more consciously aware and more alert. You're starting to see things. You're basically on the verge of a breakthrough, and you just have you're starting to think and see things a lot clearer. You just have this sudden, eye-opening, that just takes place this week, that makes you realize you do not need this. You can do that all by yourself. Then we have the Eight of Cups. And then the Eight of Cups is just saying, you're moving on. You're moving on from a overwhelming emotional situation. You're simply choosing to walk away. They do not respect your boundaries. And this is what this card means. They do not respect your boundaries. And that's what it boils down to. You can build all these cups, bring all these cups in, do everything that you possibly can to work on this relationship and try to balance it and stabilize this relationship. And at the end of the day, that person doesn't even really appreciate it. So it's like you're in it all alone, and that's represented here in the Five of Pentacles. You're here, you're on the outside looking in. You're doing it all alone. But you're not. You have spirit here guiding you. Then you have the King of Pentacles here. And the King of Pentacles is a business owner, somebody who's in control of their finances, someone who's loyal, someone who's a leader in the community, possibly a leader in the community, a manager, a supervisor, someone who has a leadership role. And this energy is represented by a male who's very financially stable. And the energy is male energy. Spirit doesn't read female or male energies. Spirit doesn't read female or male energies. This is just a representation of what the energy, as the energy comes in. It's, the King of Pentacles is always known as a masculine energy, but it could, represent an energy that you're embracing. So yeah. So here, this is the bottom line. This is the situation. So what the suit of swords is air energy, and air energy represents our thoughts. So right now in your thoughts, um, this is what you're creating. Okay, this is a thought that you're actually creating in your mind. You're right now you're feeling sorry for yourself after this breakup, but it's a warning here in this card, and the energy that comes with this card lets you know that this is a natural departure, because there's too many, it's too much baggage, it's too overwhelming, it's actually taking a toll on you, and you're starting to realize that at this point. This is a natural departure, and spirit is also coming in and saying it's in your best interest to let the situation go. And then you have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is being motivated by your actions, or motivated by their actions. So all of this is what's motivating you to end this situation and for you to release this baggage is everything that they did, all of it, all together. You always having to have petty conflicts, the competition, having to defend yourself all the time, bending over backwards, doing everything you possibly can for this person, and this person not even appreciating it, going to bed crying night after night, just yearning for this person to love you, and you're like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm over it. And then you have the Empress card here, which represents you may be pregnant. For a small percentage of you guys, someone may be pregnant or may find out that you're pregnant in this situation, which makes the situation a lot tougher. And some of you may already be married to this person, possibly engaged to this person, or maybe even have children with this person already. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Focus and persistence. Okay? So you're focusing on your limitations right now, And you're thinking about making the decision that's going to benefit you overall, your overall well-being, you emotionally, physically, mentally. And this also represents when it comes to your work, being focused on your work, focus on your work, be very persistent, don't allow this relationship to drain so much energy that you are not focusing and continuing to work and provide for yourself. Because this King of Wands energy right here is comes in and brings in an energy of an authority figure, someone who's down to earth, someone who's focused. But then there's a flip side to this person, as there is a flip side to everybody. There's a flip side to this person. And the flip side is this person gets bored very easy. So they always have to be, they have to be, they're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This is what this is. So when it comes to Aries and Leos, or if you're dealing with a Leo, because that's what it feels like to me. This could be either a Leo or Aries. And those type of energies need someone to always validate them. They always need somebody to tell them, you're amazing. They always need something shiny and something new. And if you're not always, working extra hard, trying to make yourself look good, make sure that your finances are on point so you can be a supportive partner. When things get hard, this person gets bored and this person is on to the next. And then we have the Knight of Wands here. And we know that the Knight of Wands brings in, it's an energy that brings to us. And with the Wands energy, it's bringing us fire. And fire is spirit in action. Okay. So this is actively working for something. Okay. So this is planning and strategy. Okay. So this is all about your exit plan and your exit strategy. So I do see this week you actually, meditating and meditating on these these new ideas and new ways that you can actually, make this transition a smooth transition when you actually get out of this relationship. Maybe possibly you might be setting some ultimatums to see if he, giving him an opportunity to try and, make things better. But the reality of the situation and your emotions right now and physically, I just see you actually, you're just done. You're just over it. You're done with the arguing. You're over it. Okay, my Scorpios, that's all I have for you today. Please check back with me next week for your reading for the week. All right, thanks for stopping by.